Moqadsishu refugees are the most vulnerable people on coronavirus in Somalia. After the world is badly hit by COVID-19, the world is facing health and economic threats. The coronavirus has so far affected more than 787,411, with 37,846 deaths from 165,935 were recovered. Although the spread of coronavirus in Africa has been much slower than in Europe and Asia, but the World Health Organization is concerned about a steep rise in cases across the continent in recent days, due to lack of health and economic capacity. Somalia confirmed the third case of COVID-19, the infection caused by the novel coronavirus. Last week many citizens who returned from China and Italy is now in quarantine. Moqadsishu, the capital of the country, is home to over 600,000 IDPs who are victims of extreme hardships such as lack of water and food. The Guardian has published a report titled Moqadsishu's Refugee Waiting for Death as COVID-19 Reaches Somalia. This report describes how IDPs in Moqadsishu are more sensitive to coronavirus. Fears are growing about the spread of coronavirus in camps where few can afford soap, water is rare and social distancing impossible. In the Nabadouan camp on the outskirts of Moqadsishu, Asha Abdullahi Hassan, a 40-year-old mother of 7, has heard about the coronavirus on the radio and she said, "I am very scared about this deadly virus. I only heard about it from the news. It is like we are waiting for death to come." And also, a neighbor, Marian Abdi Yaro, 70 years old, said she and her family were without protection against the disease. "My children are malnourished. We do not have access to basic healthcare and now they are saying coronavirus has been confirmed in Somalia. If someone is infected then what can they do? Nothing at all." And she added, "The government cannot even provide us clean water for drinking in this displacement camp. There are only 6 toilets for 1,000 families here. We are praying to God to help us." The camp hosts about 3,000 families, most recently displaced from Somalia's lower Shabelle region following an intensification of fighting and U.S. airstrikes. Humanitarian activists are warning that it may be impossible to stop the spread of the virus in such places, where sanitary precautions are difficult and social distancing impossible. In Nabadouan and others camps in Moqadsishu, few can afford soap and water is rare. Mohammed, Deputy Director for MHRF, said, "Our fear is that governments will seek to protect those they see as their own populations and people in refugee camps will be left to fend for themselves. Many refugees and displaced people live in villages or cities, not in camps. These include some vulnerable communities. However, the situation of the IDPs in Moqadsishu remains in dire need of health and safety. MHRF call on all relevant stakeholders to assist the IDPs everything they can, whether it is medical awareness and medical help."
Kasih, anak pun